All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our beginner basic forex trading course. Okay, and this is lesson 12, and actually, this is the last lesson of the course. All right, and in this lesson, I'm going to talk about how to select a forex broker. All right, so there's no guarantee, all right, when it comes to selecting a forex broker. But these are some of the things you need to look at before you sign up with any broker. All right. All right. So number one, you need to make sure the broker you're signing up with is regulated. All right. This will give you confidence to actually sign up or work with that broker. All right. All right. So some of the regulators we have, these are some of the examples. We have the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. Okay. So this is a regulator in Australia. All right. We also have the Financial Services and Markets Authority. Okay, so this is also another example of a regulator in Belgium. All right, and so on and so on. All right, all right. So another thing you need to look at is the execution time. Okay, the execution time is the time from when you place the trade to the time you're in the market. All right, this should be instant or close to instant. Okay, you want to be in the market right away. All right, because remember, we're dealing with money. Okay, you don't want to be late. All right, so the time that you take to place a trade and the time you're in the market should be close to instant or even instant. All right, all right. So another thing you need to look at is the customer service. Okay, you need to sign up with a broker who has good customer service. Okay, preferably 24/7, 7 days a week customer service. Okay, some brokers go as far as uh, giving you live chat, or actually calling them. Okay, calling them directly and speaking to a customer service personnel. All right. All right, the next thing is the ease of withdrawal. All right, so it should be easy for you to request a payout or request for a withdrawal. All right, and this shouldn't take a very long time. Okay, so different brokers offer different times for payouts. Okay, some hours, some days. Okay, but the whole point is it should be easy for you to request a payout, okay, with no excuse. Okay, all right. So next, let's talk about how to protect yourself. All right, because let's face it, okay, time to time issues will always arise. So how do you protect yourself in this forex trading business? All right, so first thing is you can record and screen capture everything. All right, so you can record and screen capture your trades. Okay, because when you approach your broker, when you have an issue, they will ask you for evidence first. Okay, so you need to record and screen capture your trades. All right, then another thing, you can compare different charts. Okay, let's say you're trading with a broker A and you're using their charts. Okay, one thing you can do is go on other charts. Okay, and then compare the charts. Okay, all right. So next thing is, if you approach your broker, okay, let's say you didn't get help, okay, the next thing you need to look at, you can share it. You can share your evidence or your complaint on social media. Okay, because on social media, different types of traders. Okay, um, you could share your complaint or any issue to different forex trading groups. All right, because like I said, on social media there are experienced traders that could actually help you, or that could actually share a similar that could actually advise you, okay, on the similar complaint that you have. All right, all right. So if you share, like I said, first thing is you will approach your broker. All right, Then if you don't get any help, you can run to social media, all right, and then you post it to different, let's say, forex groups, all right, and then you might get some advice. Then if if you do all this and you don't still get help, then you can try bringing it up to authorities. Okay, so this option is for those brokers that assign under countries with authorities, all right. So there are the countries out there that have authorities that act as regulators. Okay, and these authorities have an understanding or contract with these brokers. Okay, let's say if they receive a certain number of complaints, they might issue the broker penalties. Okay, so you might get some help from authorities. All right, so let's do a recap of what we just talked about. We talked about when selecting a broker, you need to make sure they are regulated, right? We also talked about the execution time, which is the time from when you place a trade to the time you're in the market. All right. We talked about customer service. Okay, the broker you're selecting needs to have good customer service. Okay. Then we also talked about the ease of withdrawal. Okay, it should be easy for you to request your payout and receive it with no complaint. All right, or with no excuse from your broker. All right. Then we talked about how you can protect yourself. We talked about how you can go ahead and record and screen capture your trades, okay, as evidence. So that when you approach the broker, you have evidence, right? We also talked about sharing your complaints on social media, okay, on different forex trading groups and chats, okay. Then lastly, we talked about bringing it up to authorities, all right. All right, so I've come to the end of this video, and like I said, this is the last video of this course, okay. And with that being said, I would like to thank everyone for watching, but most definitely this is not going to be my last video, so I'll see you in another one. Until then, bye.